Alright, YouTube. So, UPS come today. They brought me the PPI18. I wanted to do an unboxing video. I recorded an unboxing video, but unfortunately, for some reason, it didn't save to the computer. So, now it's out of the box. Too late for that. It's got a nice stiff cone. Suspension's pretty stiff. Nice fat surround. Feels pretty thick. I did see on YouTube where people said that the baskets felt sort of weak. Yeah, basket does feel sort of eggshell. I'm sure it's plenty strong enough though. It's got this monster for a magnet on it. I don't know if they're single stack or double. I don't want to take the sticker off to look. I do know from the tip of my finger to the second joint is how thick the magnet is. Really, yeah. I'm gonna put the second joint right here. So guess where the magnet stops, and my fingertip. Actually, it's a little bit further. Magnet's a little bit wider. It goes off into that finger joint pretty good, and as large as my hands are, I'm 6'1". I got pretty big hands. There ain't no way in hell I'm gonna palm that magnet. Okay, very heavy sub, about 55 pounds. I read that online and they wasn't lying. UPS guy went to pick the box up when he got here and about fell over with it. Really decent sub. I like it. It's got a 4-inch coil. The tinsel leads in it. If I wasn't on a netbook, I could show you better. The tinsel leads in it are they're sewn to the inner spider, but they're not woven through them. They're laid down on top of the spider, sewn down with thread. The push connectors, yeah, they're nickel plated. It's dual 4-ohm coil. I've got it set up for 2 ohm right now. I was running sine waves through it as a, to break it in, and the little amp I got to run in here right now it don't even have enough power to move the cone. Not really anyhow. It starts moving the cone a little bit once you start getting down to like 23 hertz. The cone starts moving. Actually without it being in a box, very minimal cone movement. It'll shake. It was shaking my house. The table, the laptop thing I got set up for this little laptop to sit on, was walking across the top. I had to keep sliding it back in place so that my laptop didn't hit the floor. It's got a 4-inch coil, 4-inch 4-layer, aluminum voice coil former. Let's see. It come with precision power decal, white. Good. My Benz is white. You get, I guess, what they're calling a owner's manual. You get a registration card, and the subwoofer would have had a 2-year warranty if I'd have bought it from PPI and let a PPI dealer install it. I did not. To buy this stuff from PPI would have been $357. This is a 2010 model. They still want $357 for it 5 years after production. It was $575 in 2010 when they first started making it. My kicker comps are the same year. So this sub is 5 years old now. It's the Power Class series. PC18DS is the model number, for those who want to know. It also comes with a template. Good. Mercedes is broke down at the moment. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to fix it. So I'm not going to put the decal on until I'm sure of that, because I don't want to put my decal on that car and stick my sub in another. Owner's registration card. I fill out this half, keep it for me. Fill out this half, send it to PPI. It's actually pretty cool. The manual. Now PPI, Precision Power, guys, you could do better than this. It's a front cover and a back cover, no pages. The subwoofer has a phase plug in it, and nowhere in the owner's manual does it tell you where the phase plug's at, how to open it. I don't know, but no. Yeah. It gives you enclosure dimensions, features, perimeters, and dimensions, enclosure recommendations, and enclosure construction. We have, thank you for choosing Precision Power woofers, designed and engineered in the USA. Designed and engineered in the USA. But right on the side of the woofer right here where my finger's at, made in China. Now, I got a PPI amp that was made in the USA, and it's a monster. I don't know about the Chinese stuff yet. Ain't tried it. It says that the baffle is to be made of 1.5. The baffle should be 1.5 inches thick, with the extra 3/4 inch thick layer over that on the outside of the box. 2.25 inch baffle for this sub. It's a beast. I will be running a larger, probably low tune port box, which means my box will be 6 cubic foot in volume, 20 by 32 by 20. The port length is going to be 4 by 15. It's going to be tuned to 31.8 hertz. It says all volumes include vent, port, and subwoofer display. It says do not change unless you plan on adding a substantial amount of bracing. For added performance, apply a thin coat of fiberglass resin to the interior walls will greatly improve sealing enclosure. Adding a thin layer of polyfill will improve response by smoothing out reflections within the enclosure. Okay. And guys, here's the thing about this. And it's funny, because right here it says dual suspension subwoofers, but then if you go to PPI and read up on it, they claim it's not a subwoofer at all. That it's a pro audio woofer. So which one is a PPI, subwoofer or pro audio woofer? Get it straight. All in all, it seems very well built. Nice sturdy pressed paper pulp cone. Close to a 10-inch spider down here. Over a 10-inch spider up here. Well, no, that's about a 10-inch spider. It's got about an 8-inch spider down here, 10-inch spider up here. Oh, phase plug. I was telling you that the instructions don't tell you nothing about the phase plug, how to use it, how to open the phase plug, nothing. Phase plug's behind the dust cap. You take out these 3, what are those, Allen head screws? what it looks like. It's got 3 Allen head screws. You take those out and it'll open the phase plug. I don't know exactly why they put a phase plug on a subwoofer, but they did. Like I was saying, I was running test tones through it. This subwoofer is 3,600 watts peak, 1,600 watts RMS. Okay. The amp I've got hooked up right now to try to break it in is putting out 245 RMS watts in a car on its 13.8 volts. I'm running it off of a PC power supply, so I'd be surprised if this thing's getting even 200 watts right now. But all in all, seems like a really decent sub. When I get it, when I start getting a box built for it, I'll make a video of the box. When I get it installed, I'll make a video of the install. I'm going to start off running it on a little bitty 1,000 watt Kenwood, which ain't going to really run it much at all. It'll give me a little bit of thump, but not a whole lot. It's only going to put out 400 RMS to the 2 ohm load that I've got this wired to. When I get the money up to get the real amp, I'll catch me a nice unsuspecting bystander, preferably one who's never really been in a car with a system before, and I'll make another YouTube video trying to make them wet themselves with the 18. Until then, gotta keep it real to all you fuck boys out there talking about I can't afford the good shit. Homeboy in my lap, bitches. Keep up with your fucking boss, homeboy. I'm gonna be banging. Peace, YouTube.